And welcome back, guys. Hey, it's Occultists Anonymous time. We found John. We lost Chris, and I feel like this is about half of the game. Somebody's missing. We're swapping people around, and I actually kind of like it because I don't feel as constrained as with D&D, where it's like, oh crap, we're missing a person. Well, guess we can't continue down into the dungeon or anything like that. So, but yay, we have John. So we will continue where he left off with that interesting text to his ex. But first, hey, thanks to our patrons. You guys are awesome. We appreciate it. Claire, Danny, Giovanni, James, who's new, Michael, Noba, Perry, Ryan, Samuel, Schmitty, and Thomas.
No, I don't accept. You had to look at a list.
I know. I was running through them in my head, and then I was like, "Hang on, why does that feel wrong?" No, I had them all. Oh,
but think about it. Like, how crazy is it that like we actually need a list to keep track of how many there are now?
Right. Yeah, and I figured out we have 2 Jameses. That's the issue. Okay. The one is just a watcher or lurker, I guess we could say. I don't know. Anyways, they're a sleeper. But anyways, so yeah, hey, thanks for that. And hey, Signs of Sorcery is out now. There's a link down in the bottom. If you want to expand your mage game, go pick it up, which sounds like an ad, and I guess it kind of sort of is. We do get an itty bitty little portion of it if you do happen to buy it through our link. If you're not running mage, probably not worth picking it up. You just get the core book and call it good. But if you're already running mage, a lot of those rule things that you had questions about and you're going, this doesn't make sense, they fix it in the book. Then they add some more questions in. But that's fine. Pick it up now at Errata. It'll be cool. It's really good. I'm excited. I don't know that we'll see any of it today, but it will be in the Chronicle soon because they have some really cool stuff like angels giving boons and blessings and imps throwing people into pits. So yeah, when we last left off though, well, okay, no, that's a lie. 4 episodes ago? Yeah, 4 episodes ago, Mammon sent a text to his ex saying, actually, I can't remember, did we determine what you had actually said?
It was something along the lines of, hey girl, what up?
Yes, that sounds about right. To which I believe you received back a scathing text of WTF, where the hell have you been?
Sounds about right.
And do you guys basically like arrange a, because I know we determined that when you had scryed on her, she was kind of in the middle of a shift, like waitressing.
You know, when you say it like that, it sounds really creepy.
What, that you scryed on her?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like I'm climbing up a tree and looking at a window or something.
Well, I mean,
kind of worse than that.
Well, to be fair, he did at least wait until it's like lunchtime, right? You know, it wasn't like middle of the night. Oh, let's watch her sleep. Because that, I mean, that's definitely well across the creepy line. This is like bordering the creepy line.
It's like, just because you could have been creepier.
Right. But yeah, so I imagine you guys have to take a minute like, hey, I can't talk now. You know, I'm going to call you in a couple hours kind of thing. So yeah, it is Monday night and you get a phone call.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's what I answer the phone
with. Right. That's kind of what I figured. So you're actually alive.
For now.
Like where do I even start? Are you on the run?
Baby, you know I don't run.
No, I do imagine you being more the kind to go out in a blaze of glory, but
I have never practiced my cardio.
This is also true. You would try to talk your way out of anything.
Exactly, that's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, talk your way out of this one, smart guy. Where the hell are you and what are you doing?
So I'm not going to tell you where I am because I know if I do, you're going to come looking for me.
Yeah.
And you can't.
So you're in trouble.
But no, I'm not in trouble. things are really complicated. And honestly, if I told you what's changed, you would literally think I've gone crazy. But I'm good.
Okay.
I've gone legit.
Really?
Yeah, it surprises me too. Did you know that there's a market where people will pay you to break into their stuff?
No, that does sound like less fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get to keep anything, but I also don't go to jail, which is nice.
Yeah, okay,
So,
I get that. All right, sure.
But I just felt like you deserved some sort of an explanation.
Fuck yes.
You know, at least knowing that I wasn't dead.
Yeah, because you up and disappear. I mean, you didn't even say you were out to get cigarettes. You were just gone.
Well, it would have been milk. You know, I don't smoke.
Yeah, well, but you know what I mean. And gone, and now, how long has it been? And actually, for me, I can't remember. Is it 6 months?
It's been about 6 months, yeah.
You know, 6 months later, you text me just saying, "Hey, what up?" Like, are you kidding me? Like, so I'm not trying to be the jealous girlfriend thing here, but I mean, this is the kind of bullshit you do if you're running off with some other woman. But I know you, and there better not be another woman.
There is no, that's not why I left.
Okay. So besides being a complete tease about this, why are you even texting and calling me then? Well, I called you, but whatever.
I don't know. I'm starting to second guess this. This is probably a mistake. But like I said, I just thought you deserved to know that I wasn't dead. I'm not dead, rather. And that I'm doing well. How are you doing? Do you need money or?
I don't need money. I've got the day job. I've got enough saved back that I'm not hurting. I'm not doing any of that work anymore though, because I don't have a partner. I don't have anybody double checking my plans. I don't have somebody watching my back anymore because the one person I trusted left 6 months ago. And trying to run jobs by yourself is dumb. We've determined that.
But you did do pretty good though.
Well, yeah.
On your own.
We were better together, and then you left.
Yeah,
So you're not in trouble. You just left. You can't tell me why, but you want to double check and make sure I'm doing okay.
I wish I could tell you exactly.
So tell me,
what's changed.
Oh yes, I'm going to think you're insane. We were teenagers together. Like, you have always been insane. I still remember when you couldn't grow facial hair.
Okay. I'm a fucking wizard.
You're a fucking wizard. Sure, okay. Like, okay, so you joined a cult. That's why you went legit. Is it Scientology? I mean, I know they got
no,
weird
if it was
names
Scientology, I'd be making more money.
Okay.
I can literally cast spells.
And I was about to say something, but I realized that you can't even see her. So you can cast spells. Like, okay, what can you do, Todd? What magic spell can you do?
I can fuck right off through doors. I can literally walk through doors.
So how? Wait, you
I
can
don't need to
cast
pick locks
spells
anymore.
that let you walk through doors, but you've gone legit?
I promise you I'm not doing drugs.
Todd, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I told you were going to think I'm crazy. That's why it is horrifically, cruelly ironic that, I still want you around and I still want you in my life.
I will go there. I can buy a Greyhound ticket to where are you? I mean, you don't sound shitty, so you're still what, in the US, Canada, Mexico? You're not overseas.
There are reasons that you can't be involved in this. There are metaphysical reasons why you can't be involved in this.
Right. Your magic, right? Your wizard shit. Okay, sure.
Okay, so, okay, so I can look at people from a distance. Is another thing I can do.
That sounds like you. Yeah.
I watched you wait tables yesterday, and we never went into describing what she was wearing, but I'm going to recount what she was wearing and the people that she was serving at that table.
And she like the humor in her voice just disappears, and she goes, "Okay," because I remember thinking that I missed you, and then you texted me right after I took the tip off that table.
There's a lot that, even if I told you everything, right? Like, let's say you came out to Florida where I'm at. Bullshit. And yeah, I like warm weather. You know that.
Yeah, I know you do. You're not in Florida.
Yeah, I'm not old enough to retire yet.
No, you go there to die.
Even if you came out here and I proved it to you, you wouldn't remember it.
Oh, that's convenient. That's cool. That's why we don't know wizards exist, because we forget fucking magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's a really good loophole. Harry Potter should have figured that out.
Honestly, whatever metaphysical being created all of this nonsense deserves a fucking medal, because that was genius.
So let's recap again. Texted me to make sure that I'm doing okay. Won't tell me where you are, but you will tell me that you can now cast magic spells and that you've gone legit. So you have.
You asked me why I had to leave. That's why I had to leave, because I'm a fucking wizard, Harry. Like, it's just.
Are you in freaking Hogwarts? Like, what is this?
Yeah, pretty much. You know what? Now that I think about it, it is pretty much a shittier Hogwarts.
Do you have paintings that talk, Todd?
I mean, I can make them talk.
Yeah, so that sounds like really shitty Hogwarts. Okay. So you've gone legit somewhere. Definitely not Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I said, this was a mistake. I shouldn't have texted you. I just thought you deserved an explanation. I obviously do not expect you to believe me, because if the roles were reversed, if you ghosted me and called me with some bullshit talking about how you were a fucking wizard or whatever shit, I would just hang up on you and assume that you were just fucking with me. So I don't expect you to believe me.
The scary thing, Todd, is I kind of do believe you, because if you were ghosting me, you wouldn't be dumb enough to call and text me. By the way, business applications in the state of New York City are visible to the public, Todd. And you put that in your own damn name?
Well, Yeah, it's my name. It's attached to my social security number. I pay taxes now like a responsible fucking adult.
Yeah, okay. Todd Larson of Bespoke Security Systems in New York City.
Yeah, that's my business. I make security systems for people. Who better to determine what kind of security your business needs than somebody who wants to break into your shit?
All right, Todd. We'll continue this conversation when I get up to New York.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. Whatever. I'll Venmo you some money for a plane ticket.
I'm good. I like I said,
because this is going to be genuinely enjoyable. I cannot wait for the universe to fuck me some more when you get here. I hope you know that eventually my arm's going to wind up in fucking Antarctica or some shit. I'm going to get paradoxed like you wouldn't believe. But
Paradox? What?
Let's, you know what? No, fuck it. Let's do this.
All right, cool. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. I'll crash on your couch. We'll figure this out. Yeah. New York City. Hang on. Ticket prices aren't even bad right now. I got to pack some shit, but I'll be there like this weekend.
What time? Do I need to call you an Uber?
I'll don't throw this phone out. I'll call you back.
No, this is my actual phone.
This isn't a burner? What the hell? Really?
Why would I text you on a burner?
Well, you did ghost me for 6 months, so there were some expectations with this call.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I deserve that.
Yeah, Saturday. I'll figure out, and I will text you my freaking flight number.
You know, you could sound a little bit happier to hear from me.
Oh, no, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait for you to show me this magic bullshit that I will then immediately forget.
Okay, cool.
I miss you, Todd. I look forward to seeing you, and I will probably punch you in your stupid face. And she hangs up.
That's fair. I deserve that.
And that's
it goes without saying, but I hang up as well.
Right, yeah, listening to the dial tone. So that's
everything I ever wanted out of a reading call.
Yep.
I know, and I was like, well, poor Chris. He'll have to just watch it on the video. So that's your Monday evening. Do you have any plans for the Monday evening or the rest of the night?
The rest of the night? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go get fucking drunk.
Done. And then let's see, Tuesday. Songbird is summoning up a crazy supernal being, and you're there for that. Oh, which, by the way, I did not account for. So you have an arcane beat unless you, for some reason, decide that you didn't want to go check out the crazy giant with, eyes all over it. And then
yeah, although I hate to retcon stuff, sure. But I listened to a portion of that episode and we were able to ask questions.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. If you had a question, definitely.
Is he only able to answer questions pertaining to certain things, or
yes, he's tied to Prime, so stuff that is tied to magic, so imbued items, grimoires, things that are made with time. And things that relate to truth and space, basically where those you got the Venn diagram going on, right? And where that stuff overlaps.
I think I know the answer because somebody had to hastily dispel it, but could I show him the letter and ask him who wrote it since it has magic on it?
That's what I did. He failed at casting the spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can because you guys did discover the signature nimbus, which is that like pushing, stretching, like something is contained and trying to break at boundaries kind of feeling. So like that was the nimbus that you guys inspected before Songbird laid the slap down on it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was asking him to do that, and the spell failed. So.
I must have missed that part. I was working at the time.
Yeah, it's okay. It was a shortish bit. So yeah,
then that would be my only question.
Cool. Yeah, so you get the arcane beat from chatting with Intersection, as we shortened his nickname down to. And then that was Tuesday morning. Tuesday night was What was Tuesday night? Shoot.
I think we just kind
Was
of
that
hung
when
out.
was that when Wyrd called
Yep. Had the phone call, and it said, "Hey, we'll call you. We'll give you 24-hour notice. By the way, you're buying. See you on Friday."
one thing I would like to do,
Mhm.
I would like to. There's no chance it's this easy, but I would like to do a reverse lookup on the phone number
Oh, okay.
and see who it's registered to. I mean, the odds of it being a landline, I feel like, are fairly low. Who the fuck still has landlines in 2019?
Sure. No, it does come up to a company-owned phone number. It's part of like a whole, batch of them, all sequential and stuff like that. And tied to, number one security. Number in 1 is one word, and number in 0 are capitalized. It is down in Congo.
Sounds like a Chinese movie investing company.
Bullshit company number 1.
But yeah, if you chat with Atratus, that is one of the numerous shell companies that came.
Okay, well, that's easy to track. All I would have to do is find out which attorney they used to file the paperwork for the shell company, and then I can talk to the attorney. I can follow the thread from him to his employer, which probably isn't the original guy, but then follow the thread from then. I mean, if I follow it far enough, I should be able to get to him.
Yeah, potentially.
Whoever this mysterious man is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am going to. What time is it in game right now?
If we pick this up Wednesday morning.
Okay, so I am going to head into the office, and I am going to. Did we ever decide the? I gotta have a name for like a secretary or something. Somebody I would talk to about this stuff.
Yep.
Oh, she had a name. Abby.
Yep. Abby.
No, that was the HR
Okay.
person. Although I'm happy to still use Abby.
Yeah, I mean,
She could be
Abby.
a catch-all since it's a small company.
Yep.
Hey, Abby, I need you to do something for me real quick.
Sure.
I have a potential client, but it sounds like it's not going to pay out very well. The company is Number One Securities. I was wondering if you could look up in the database the name of the attorney that filed the paperwork for the probably an LLC.
Sure.
For the company.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me a second here. And guys, we're having another one of those moments where I love World of Darkness or Chronicles of Darkness because everything is based on the real world, and this is the kind of crap I do in my day job. So I know how all this works. It comes up with a Russell Marshall Robinson and Associates, by Owen Russell himself.
Oh, nice. So it's a partner. Okay. Is there a? Can you do me a favor and track down an address for the firm and a phone number, please?
Sure, and she provides that too. It's somewhere in New York, but yeah.
Right. I don't actually need a literal address.
Right.
Okay. Thank you. And then I'm going to go ahead and just head over there.
Cool. All right.
I mean, I only need like a second in his presence, anyways.
Indeed. Let's see. I'm scribbling down some quick notes here. These are questions I probably should have thought through ahead of time. Okay, cool. Now, are you just bebopping around doing this solo? Have you let anybody else know what's going on?
Nope, I am totally on my own
Cool.
on this one. I have told not a soul.
That's fine. You head out to the offices. It is not a huge, firm. It is up in, one of the, skyscrapers of New York, some middle of the building, but they have the entire floor. There's a, pleasant secretary who greets, smiles. Hi, welcome to Russell Marshall Robinson and Associates. What can I do for you?
Yeah. I'm sorry, out of character real quick. What did Abby say the name of the attorney was?
Owen Russell.
Owen Russell. Hi. My name is Todd Larson. I was wondering if I could have a fairly impromptu consultation with Mr. Russell. I know I didn't set up an appointment, but it's pretty urgent. I'm going to hand her my business card.
Okay. Mr. Russell is not in the office today, and I believe he's going to be unavailable for the rest of the week, if not the month.
Okay. I am going to cast sorry, 1 second.
No, quite all right.
It's correspondence that I'm going to want, right?
To get connections, yes.
To get connection from her to Russell.
Gotcha, yes. Now, bear in mind the way... Oh, actually, that's true, because you can specify which connections you're looking for, I believe, right?
I can indeed.
Let's see here. Oh, that's not a mind spell.
It is...
Space.
+2 reach.
Space 1. Correspondence, there it is. All right, yep, we're all defined by our connections, blah, 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 blah. All right, so... Right, +2 to specify the specific term, and then +1 to follow the trail of sympathetic links. So you'll need 3 reach total for that. A reach for instant, and then another reach. You can probably get away with shaking her hand or something like that to.
Well, the whole reason I mentioned handing her my business card is it justifies like fingers brushing.
Sure. Yeah. Time that. I like that. That's actually that is super thiefy, slick kind of stuff. Cool. So instant, 1 reach for following the trail, 2 more for deciding the connections that they want to uncover. Is that really it? Yeah, because you don't need duration, because you just need the instant moment of it.
Right, so it's 3 reach, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I have 2 reach for free.
Mm-hmm.
I am Gnosis 1 for now.
Mm-hmm.
2 dots in the Arcanum.
And then...
I don't need to increase potency, correct?
Potency determines how many connections, how many links you can find.
I just need the 1.
Well... Going from her to, I guess to her boss. Yeah, okay.
Yes. And I don't need to go from her boss further because I will find her boss and then in person go further.
Okay. So,
assuming he's still in New York.
Right.
Don't need to increase duration. Don't need scale. Okay. I'm going to use Shadow Name.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any other yantras I can use beyond Shadow Name.
Right.
So that's what, 3? Because I have Shadow Name 2.
Correct. Plus Cabal.
And then we've got the Cabal
theme. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, real quick before we move on, how many willpower and mana did you say I would have recovered by now?
If you were scouring on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, that's 3 mana. Another on Tuesday, because we're now on Wednesday. So 5 mana, and then of course you're probably at full willpower because you've slept every night. How much willpower do you have total?
5.
And then have you bought the dot back for your willpower?
I have not.
Okay, so 4. Yeah, so you're definitely full up on willpower.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to my thing. And I'm going to go ahead and cast willpower while we're talking about it.
Sure. Cool. So 3, 6, 9. And then how are you going to deal with the reach? The paradox?
I'm going to contain it,
Okay.
of course.
And then and not going to spend mana on it, or
yeah, I can spend a mana on it.
Okay.
I don't usually use mana.
Other than sympathetic range. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And that comes up with a 5. So no actual paradox to deal with. So roll the spell. All 9 of it. Nice.
Jesus.
Songbird rolls. Okay.
I need to get those weird rolls.
So yes, the connection to her boss. You think of boss and you come up with the connection for.
No, I am not going to think of boss because she has multiple bosses. It's a firm. I'm specifically going to think of Mr. Russell.
Sure, right, and you definitely get the connection there. And let's see here. It reveals the oldest links, understands the connection as Mr. Russell. If the other half is within sensory range, she knows that, and it knows its exact location. He is definitely not in sensory range. That would be awkward. He's possibly
he just
out
walks
for the rest of the
into
month.
the office behind me.
Right.
God damn it! I wasted that mana for nothing.
Walks out, turns around. Never mind. And may specify So you come up with the connection for Mr. Russell.
Okay. Now that I have my Mr. Russell connection,
what you were trying to do is borrow threads.
Well, I'm going to borrow. I have to find the thread before I can borrow it. Correct?
Yeah, I was just making sure we were on the same page. Yeah.
So now that I have access to the thread, I am going to borrow said thread.
Okay.
And I don't need to maintain the spell because I already
you have the
know
knowledge
of the thread,
of it.
correct? Right. So, sorry, let me pull that spell up real quick.
Sure.
Borrow threads is space 2.
It is a weak connection.
What is the difference? So let me ask you this. It says that if I spend a reach, I can copy a connection instead of transferring it. That basically creates a carbon copy of the thread, but I keep it, right? I'm
For
not just transferring it from them to me.
For the duration. And we talked about this before. Basically, connections represent literally our mental, connections and thoughts and feelings for people. So if you were to like the connected one, if you were to steal the connection completely, rip it from somebody's soul stone, which is another copy of them, then that soul stone no longer has any connection to them and it's useless for them.
Right.
And now you have a great connection to this guy.
So basically, as long as I'm borrowing this thread, she has no connection to her boss.
Right. No emotional connection.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't really give a shit. Okay, so I am pulling back up. I don't. Oh, that's mine. No wonder I can't find the spell. Yeah, I don't need any reach on this, it looks like, because the only reach options it has is copying or transferring. Yeah, without them being affected.
Yeah, so the only reach you'll need is instant.
For instant.
Yep. Instant and advanced duration.
Right. And I have 2 free reach.
Wait. Oh, no. 2 free reach? You have 1 free reach. Because you have space 2.
Oh, right, because it's a space 2 spell. I won't need to increase my potency
you
if I'm not mistaken.
1 because it is withstood by the connection. It is a weak connection. They're just coworkers. So
right.
So you have to bump it up a whopping 1 to make it go through.
And I'll need to increase duration, right?
Depends on how long you need it. By default, you have you have it for a day with advanced duration.
Okay, I will need it for longer than a day. I don't need to increase scale. Same thing for Yantras.
Yep. It's like it's been a month since you played this game, John.
It's been a hot minute. And I am going to use willpower again because if I fail this, I might as well have not even come.
Sure. Right, and then you're spending a min on the paradox.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Now the penalties for potencies is -2 to get 1, so you're actually rolling 6, 7 instead of 9. Hey, nice.
Nice.
This is not your praxis, is it?
I don't believe so, but let me double check that.
I'm trying to remember what praxis you had.
My praxes are outward, inward eye,
Right.
and that's it.
Oh, right, because you're still Gnosis 1. Right, so you only have the 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, yes, you snatch up that connection and now have a weak connection to a one Mr. Owen Russell.
Okay. I am going to thank her and head back out the door. And once I get into my car, I am going to cast Locate Object.
Sure.
With, of course, him being said object. Actually, could I do a... I don't know why I'm trying to go to his physical location. Could I do a... Could I do a sympathetic connection correspondence on him for whoever is... See, I don't even know how I would word the question to find the guy from the phone. Well, I guess I could do a... How would I word that? Would it be owner of number one securities?
Potentially. Yeah, you would have to figure out what exactly you're wanting couched in their perceptions.
Okay, go ahead and pause on me for a couple minutes while I figure out how I'm going to word this.
Okay. So, what is Wyrd and Atratus up to? Because if I remember correctly, Wednesday morning, what did we determine Songbird was doing? Because we knew he had to go do something.
He's going on a soul journey.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, he's going to be
locking himself in his
meditating.
room and meditating in his soul.
Yeah, I don't know that he's necessarily going into his soul just yet. We'll have to clarify that the next time he comes back. But yeah, I know he was talking about meditating and potentially that being a new thing he does. So that may be fun. Episode after next session. So yes, that's right. He's locked himself in his room, going, "Everybody, leave me alone. I summoned a weird giant thing, and now I'm wanting to experiment."
And then I made him sad.
You should have done that in college. That's why everyone else goes to college or experiment.
That's right. You also that is how we left the episode, wasn't it? It's like, by the way, I don't feel safe with you. I think we need to move out. Ow.
So he feels like he has failed in his role as the arrow.
Yep.
Like, your job here is to make us safe.
My bad. Okay. So yeah, what are you two up to then?
I wanted to have a chat with Gabe about what happened when he died.
Oh,
I wanted to talk to you about that too.
Oh my god, do you guys sit him down? Gabe, sit down. We need to talk.
No. I wanted to have a talk with Atratus first before.
Okay.
Like kind of right after our conversation about them knowing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can, if you want, I can look at that time with post-cognition and see if there was anything funky going on.
I would rather just try to figure out what he knows. Because
Gabe may not know, right?
The thing is, this isn't Gabe. This is Gabe's ghost.
I'm aware.
So casting post-cognition on the ghost might not give you what happened. It's not going to give you what happened before he died.
But my understanding is
because
you were
the ghost
present.
did not exist until after he was already dead.
Right, but
I'm hoping that I can use Quicken Ghost to make him more solid and then get back to the memories he had before he died. What
Okay.
did Gabe see before the building burned down around him?
And to answer your question quick, I don't think Atratus was there, right?
I
Okay.
wasn't there.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Was the necklace there?
No.
Okay.
I feel like that was the thing that was an anchor that he picked up after he was dead also. Like, it was a connection he had that wasn't physically there because ghosts can have multiple anchors.
Sure.
So, yeah. First off, I wanted to ask if he was around. He should be back from gallivanting. It's been more than 3 days.
Right, yeah, no, he would have been back when we determined. He was out Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Yeah, so he would have been back on Monday and been around.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty ecstatic. He's the past couple days he's been pretty upbeat. He's like, it's like, I got out of New York. Funny thing, I don't have to sleep, and I can run really fast. So I've been poking in. I went and visited the frat.
Everyone's doing okay?
They have a big mess to clean up now. But yes, no, they're doing great. Yeah, I totally just poltergeisted my old frat. Is this like Ghost Nirvana? This is amazing. This is the best that could be happening right now.
Yeah, and I'm about to bring that mood way down. So like, is he manifested here talking to us? Because I was going to cast Speak with the Dead.
Yeah, your call.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast that too, because it is a praxis, and if I get successes, I want them beats.
Want them beats.
Do you want some alone time for this? Or
Yeah, I figured this would be a private conversation, because it's not going to be pretty.
I'll be in my room.
Let's see if I just click this button.
You made Craig's phone ring.
Modifiers.
I mean, we can take that. That's absolutely fine. Because it doesn't.
Oh, I forgot to put in yantras.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, you still got your success, so it doesn't matter. But if you were looking for your praxis and stuff like that, yeah, we got to do the.
I'll do it again with 2 for a high speech, and that's all I can get on that one, right? Except like a tool.
A tool, or you don't have shadow name still. What was the other one?
Nope.
Shoot. Signs of sorcery, you're letting me down. What
Can I use my necklace as my tool for this to give me a bonus?
That
because it's his anchor.
Yeah, I think that actually would probably be worth a 2, not because of it being a tool, but because it is representational. It is a sympathy thing. He has a connection to it, and you're casting on that, so that's a +2.
Okay, so try this again. I rolled even lower. Cool. But all right.
Hubris. Yep. Okay, but yeah, definitely have that running. I imagine you use reach for advanced duration, so you can chat for a bit. I didn't see any other reach that you actually needed to determine anchors or anything.
But yeah, no.
Okay, but yeah, so yeah, he's kind of giving you the rundown on what he's been up to, and harassing his old fraternity, which at this point. Well, yeah, I guess there's probably still people there who he knows, but...
I mean, yeah, he was in college up until, I don't know, grad school, but still.
Right.
I mean, you still, like, keep up with your frat.
Right.
I'm pulling up my PDF so I can cast Click and Ghost.
Sure. And then are you actually going to increase his rank?
Yes, I was going to bump him up to a rank 3.
Okay, yeah, so that'll be 1 mana.
It's not loading. Or it's lagging.
do is more powerful and aware than they once were. I'm thinking through what exactly happens when somebody gets an increase in rank without going down to sticks. Or one of the rivers.
That's too reach, though. I might not be able to afford that.
Well, I mean, how much mana do you have?
I mean, all of it.
Yeah, so I mean, spend some mana on, and you're just overreaching, and you're not Gnosis 3, so it's only one dice, as opposed to poor Craig.
So, 1 for instant, 2 for that, 1 for duration.
Okay.
I have 1. This is 2. Potency, do I need to up it? Each level of potency increases its attributes by 1.
So you don't really need to increase potency very high, because those attributes aren't related to his self-awareness.
Yeah, okay. And I will use my high speech and necklace again on this.
Right.
And I'll use a willpower.
Okay. Right. And because you're using your necklace, that actually handles two of the. So
you're only rolling 1.
Yeah. And are you going to spend mana on that to get rid of the chance die, or to make it a chance die?
Yeah.
Okay. Good decision. Okay, so yeah, roll that 5, 9, 12. There you go, critical success.
Yay.
So, are you after that arcane beat, or should I remind you of the possible other options?
I'd rather have the condition, because I'm solid on everything else.
Gotcha. So, I actually think I need this condition. Let's see here. Though, because you got a critical success, you automatically get willpower back.
Okay, cool.
So don't forget that. And then you are bonded to Gabe. This gives you a +2 on any rolls to influence or persuade Gabe. And then you may add your occult to any rolls to resist. Oh, yeah, we don't care about that. Yep. And so yeah, until you use that little bonus, you guys have this really enmeshed connection. So yes, spell goes off, and Gabe, who I imagine you have Death Sight activated. Actually, to speak with ghosts, let you see them as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It lets everyone under the purview of the spell see and interact with them.
Okay, right. So you don't actually have to have Death Sight. Oh, okay, cool. And he goes from being like, his ghostly self in Twilight to a little more solidified. The edges of him get a little bit clearer. There's a little less, ghostliness to him, and he seems more real. And he's kind of like, did you give him any warning, or did you just walk over and be like, blap?
I would have told him, just like, hey, I want to have a talk with you, and I need you to be more you. Okay. So this should help.
I'm down for it. And you do that, and he goes, oh, this is cool, and kind of, looks down at himself, kind of flexes a little bit, and he's like, this is really cool, because he actually gets new Numina. I'm just going to scroll through here. I don't think any of them.
You just pick one.
Yeah, I was just trying to.
None of them will help him remember his former life.
That was what I was looking for. Yeah, I was like, what new tricks exactly do you get?
Ghosts have other options, don't they? In the ghost book?
In the Geist book, yes, which, because of network issues, is trapped in my little external box and not on my actual computer. So we just won't worry about that
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, and so he kind of looks at, okay, this is cool. I could get you. How long is this going to last?
An hour.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not
I won't get used to it.
It's not a super easy spell to pull off. I mean, I did it, but it's the upper limit of what I can do.
Okay.
So
I dig it. This is cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, he kind of sits down, I guess, like, you're probably doing this in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of sits down on, one of the little side chairs or whatever. Okay. Yeah. So I'm more me, I guess. What's up?
You know the creep on the phone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, douchey McDouche face. Yep.
Yeah, you heard that whole, if I want to know what happened to you, he's got the info.
Yeah.
I wanted to know if you could tell me more about what happened to you. Like, I know it's not a good place to go. We don't like to remember that, but...
You know what? I think this is an appropriate place to use doors.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, he does not, he
doesn't want to go there.
Does not want to go there, starts to think about it, and he's like, yeah, that's not a great thing. How have I lost social maneuvering again? Storytelling. Nope. It's this thing. Social. I give up. I don't know how I find this thing and then lose it like 2 minutes later. Rolling dice. It's under rolling dice. Naturally. Because you're rolling dice.
Because that's where that goes.
Yep. Okay. So by default, he has a number of doors equal to lower of resolve or composure. Let's go take a look at Gabe's stats. Bear in mind, you made Gabe. You brought this upon yourself.
Did I give him stats?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you told me more or less where you felt he
where
fell.
to put them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So right. Okay. So I know how many doors he's got. And then would this be a breaking point or act of hubris? Yeah. Talking about his death? Sure. Would it prevent an aspiration or obsession? No. Acting against his virtue? I remember his virtue. Yeah, no. That's not a problem. Okay, cool. And yeah, you definitely have a perfect impression of him because you guys know each other super well at this point. Cool. Yeah, okay, cool. So what would you like to roll to begin influencing him?
What do I roll for this?
Literally anything. Whatever, like, if you're doing just discussion stuff, it's going to be heavily in the social stuff, using, presence plus persuasion is kind of that, like, the classic D&D diplomacy. But if you're trying to manipulate him, and, playing to his emotions, that's going to be more manipulation and subterfuge or even expression. So
yeah, no, persuasion and presence is the way I'm going to go. Because I'm not trying to manipulate him. I want to talk. Sure. I want to see if he can just talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And persuade is the right way to go on that.
Yep.
I'm not going to cash in my bonus yet. Really? Okay.
Okay. So that poses a -1 to any further rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I can worsen the impression level by 1 and give you a beat. I don't think, because by default, you're going after, I want to figure out what's going on to protect him and yourself. Basically, yeah. So I don't think that's worth it. But yeah, it is a -1. He's skeptical and he's like, that's a dark space in my head. I don't know about that.
It's not great. We'll try this again. I will have my +2.
Okay, so just do a +1 then.
Okay. Yeah. Just it's really important that we know if you know anything.
Cool. So that clears one door.
Mhm.
I mean, I get that. It's just like whenever I think about it, I go back there when I think of like my memories. I go back there when I relive stuff, when I think about stuff. So it's kind of horrible.
Yeah. And if there was more to it than just it being an accident.
Yeah. Feel free to keep rolling to that.
Keep rolling.
-1.
I don't think this is going to work at this point because I've got 5.
Now, and bear in mind, you can basically hold off and bring stuff and come back, because at this point he's down one door and you're rolling at -2 for this particular conversation. But if you're like, hang on, I need to bail out, I need to bring some other stuff around or something like that. And actually, real quick, pulling up Quicken Ghosts and stuff like that, I could have sworn there was something that helped you work with ghosts and talk with ghosts and make them more amenable. No, I guess not.
I mean, speak with the dead, but that's about it.
Right. Okay. But yeah, your call. Continue rolling with a -2 or hold off.
I mean, that's still 3 dice, but I don't roll super well anyway.
And of course, you can put willpower into it too. Not trying to push you anywhere, just making sure you know all your options.
No, I want to have this conversation, but I'll try it one more time. If I put a willpower in, that gives me a +1.
Correct.
2.
Mm-hmm. That's another door down. I mean, and don't take this the wrong way, Em, but every now and then it's one of those things that, like, when you talk to me, I know that I'm not Gabe. Not really. And I know I'm just a ghost. And so when you ask stuff like this, it kind of, like, the Sin Eaters, the ghost party, that was cool, getting to run around. Now I'm all souped up, and that really reminds me that I'm a ghost. And not really me.
I mean, you are you. You're just what's left.
Yeah, I'm the leftovers of Gabe. Golly gee.
I mean, what else is there to a person, really?
Magic, apparently.
That's something. No, but really, because I've chatted with some ghosts at this point, and ghosts appear to be the people.
Yeah, parts of them at least. Some of those guys at the graveyard were definitely not put together still.
They're far
Super
gone.
old. Yeah, super damn old.
When they get forgotten, they start getting lost.
Yep.
But hey, you're not forgotten.
Nope.
So
it's good.
As long as I'm around, you should stay yourself.
Yeah, as long as you're around and keeping me around and remembering me till you get bored of me or something. And
no.
Songbird punches me into oblivion.
I mean, he can't. Also, he wouldn't. I won't let that.
You won't let him?
Nope.
Okay. The other things, by the way, sorry. Hi, this is Drew. Other options that you do have. I was just looking at this. How did I lose it again? Well, I know where it's at least. Rolling dice. Social maneuvering. Because you do have options for opening doors besides just rolling. Mm-hmm. Because if need be, you can force doors. Now that burns bridges, which is a little rough.
Yeah.
And then you can also kind of lean into their aspirations and obsessions. and that can open doors. Hard leverage.
You know what his are? Like, I know that being, like, protective is one of them.
Yeah, if you lean into
and I was
his...
hoping to leverage that as, like, hey, I'm being implicitly threatened with information that this guy might have about you.
You are leaning into his vice, but, let's see here. That's for moving impressions up. It's not for opening doors. Unless, let's see here, aspirations, obsessions. Where was, because I remember there was another one about vice. Doesn't look like it. Cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll again with another willpower. I have 2 left. What?
That's really good.
Oh, mini 10s. Okay.
That is mini 10s.
Like, how did I get 7 on 6 dice?
Cool. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's an exceptional success, which opens 2 doors. And I mean, with 7 successes, I'm going to say you even step one of those negatives back. And we'll throw this into the, playing to his vice. Protectiveness is like, hey, these guys know stuff about us, you and me, okay. So that's 4 doors total. But it's like I said, this is not quite there. But he kind of nods. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And I don't think you're going to bail on me. You're still wearing my damn necklace. That at least is important to you, and that'll keep me around so you can't get rid of me super easily.
Okay, so we try again. I will use my last willpower. That's +2. And 0, of course. Cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's a scary place inside my head, Atratus.
Yeah.
This does not actually call you Atratus.
No.
I think that is the point where you realize something has very gone bad. Yeah. Hi, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
All right. All right, there we go. I've texted him. Thank you. All right. And we're back. I'm going to edit all that out. But hey, for you at home, Songbird just decided to pocket dial us from New York and interrupted everything. We had a moment going and everything, and now it's just ruined, and it's all Songbird's fault. So, when you see him next, give him that. Anyways.
Right, where were we?
Right. Okay. Let's see.
Difficult, heartfelt conversations.
Right. Okay. So, but yes. Do you want to continue rolling?
I mean, I have 1 more willpower, I think.
Okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that'll be a +1 again because I lost 1 with that 0. So I'll use my last one and still get 0. So I'm just gonna stop. Yeah,
and he's like, this has been great, but no, I don't think so. If this guy knows something, then maybe he's the right way to go. Because I mean, digging back that far, it's rough to think about, and that's even if I can remember anything. It's just it's gonna suck. So no, I don't think so.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Now,
just thought it was worth a shot.
Indeed. Now, real quick, resolution. Where's complete failure? Otherwise, it has to realize being lied or manipulated. Okay, so you have not failed. It's just this is where it's at for now. At a -3 to push on this, but if you come back later with, did you use the +2?
I did.
Okay, cool. So don't forget to take the arcane beat for that. But okay, cool. Yeah. So technically this is still sitting, and I'm going to make some quick notes.
That gives me 1 arcane XP.
For cool. All right. So yeah, that is where you guys kind of tail off on that, and I imagine
Is
you
he
guys
solid?
kind of, huh?
Is he solid? Can I give him a hug?
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, that is one of the things for ghost talking, is being able to.
It lets me
sense
talk to
community.
them. He has to manifest to be solid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you would need is it Touch of the Grave?
Touch the grave lets me pull things out of Twilight.
Yeah, it can physically well, for the duration, you can physically interact with ghosts and other things, and then you can pull them through. Yeah. So you'd have to use Touch of the Grave to give him a hug. Unsurprisingly, he's not interested in manifesting to give you a hug.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, I get it, Em, but just we're just not right there. And he kind of like walks through the door and kind of walks away.
And I'm sad.
Everybody gonna be sad today. Cool. All right. So Wyrd, you have been not listening, but Atratus went in to have a conversation with Gabe, and Gabe has kind of, well, actually, you probably wouldn't see. So, but yeah. Then I imagine Emily comes out. Atratus comes out a little bit later.
Yeah, that didn't go great. I'm not as well as expected, but I would have liked a different outcome. Doesn't want to talk about dying.
I can understand why.
Yeah.
Do you have a souvenir from where the fire happened or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
No physical objects remain from there.
All right. Yeah, I don't have any other options for you, I guess.
Cool. So on that somber and sad note, I think that is the end of this episode. We will come back with whatever Mammon has planned to track down Mr. Russell, and more information from Number One Security, and yeah, good stuff. This was a heavy
Sad.
episode, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Stay lucky. Bye.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Another episode of Occultists Anonymous in the bag. Glad to have Mammon back. I'm very curious, guys. What do we think about Beck? I know Atratus has already mentioned in Discord that she would have been done with Mammon from the get-go if it were her. So what do you guys think? Also, what do you think Beck is? She's just human? Surely not. Maybe? I don't know. Am I just making a joke? I don't know. Let me know. And of course, if you want to join us, guys, come swing by Discord. We'd love to have you guys come by and chat. It's a lot of fun to be able to communicate with you, chat with you guys, build a community. Of course, follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/occultistanonymous. And that's a great way to keep up with the non-show stuff that we do. I believe, because this week, Songbird is out in New York City, or Chris is, and I think he's grabbing some pictures and stuff like that around New York City of some of the locales that everybody has visited and stuff like that. So that'll be something that goes on Patreon. And of course, if you decide, hey, I like these guys enough that they're worth some money to me, cool, that's appreciated too. You can pledge. We got our different levels and stuff like that. $10 level gets you some of the cool access to Conca to see what notes that the party and I have created together and put together as kind of our remember all. Anyways, this has gone along a little bit long, so we will see you guys next episode. Bye-bye.